everyone, and welcome back to the Rajari's channel. And guys, to celebrate today being Mario Day, we are going to be doing a super awesome video with the S.H.Figuarts Super Mario from the Super Mario franchise. So yesterday we were on a trip and we decided to step into a local Walmart there, and behold, they had that awesome Mario display for the new movie, and right beside it they had a whole bunch of these awesome looking figures. I am very excited because this is the first time we're ever reviewing, something of this sort of genre, and for it being an SH Figuart figure, that's something that we kind of are familiar with already. But going over the box, it looks super cool. You get this massive window featuring the figure and the accessories. You have this really cool art style, kind of reminiscent of like the Mario Maker kind of look with the yellow background and, some of the little things from the video game, like Mario over here, the Goomba, some of the items and things like that. You, of course, get the Mario logo right here, the S.H. Figuarts logo, the Tamashii Nation seal, and some other logos down here. And on this side of the box, it is really cool. It has Mario doing like the N64 sort of like sleeping pose. That's kind of neat. And then you, of course, get the logos down there. And in the back of the box, you get to see a few of the features, some of the poses that the figure can do, the accessories. I did see this part right here. It shows like the Goomba coming out of the pipe and then some other accessories. So I'm kind of interested to see, maybe they are going to be doing some other accessory playsets. I do know that Luigi and Bowser were revealed. So that'd be kind of cool to look into that as well. And then you get this other picture featuring the accessories all together right here. On the side of the box, you get Mario holding the green Koopa shell and then some other logos. Here's the bottom of the box. And then the top up here. We'll go ahead and get him out and we can go from there. And here he is out of the packaging. As you can see, he is a very small figure. He's kind of like medium size in a way. But I am already in love with the overall look and the style of the figurine. It's like he just jumped out of the video game. Let's go ahead and start from top to bottom. Guys, check this out. Look at the head sculpt. It's Mario. What else could you say? Look at that. You get the amazing detail that S.H. Figuarts already has. Being with the eyebrows right here. His eyes, I love the shade of blue. His gigantic nose and that mustache, it's so iconic. And then he has this huge smile right here. Of course, you get the iconic Mario hat in that beautiful red color. And he has that awesome brown haircut. Unfortunately, there is no additional faceplates or any way to modify the head, sort of like change it up in different ways. But thankfully, there is a small joint right here at the neck, so you are able to move around slightly, your side to side. Not really much up or down, but you get a pretty decent amount of motion. Checking out the torso, of course, you can't have Mario without his trusty blue overalls right here. They come this really nice sort of like dark blue. And then, of course, you get the yellow buttons right here for the straps. But I am in love already with the style and coloring, especially this red long sleeve that goes underneath. And I'm really shocked about this, but overall, it's not really a big issue it's just a small one. But there is no joint right here in the torso at all. Other than that, he would probably just move, up and down, but not side to side. Looking at the arms, arm sticks out about there. It does go all the way around. His elbow goes up right there, and he does have a swivel around the wrist and at the hand. The other side as well, arm sticks out right there, goes all the way around. Elbow joint goes up, and then there is a swivel at the wrist at the hand. And real quick, just something to note is I really like that. There's pinless joints both on the knee area and around the arm. So that's really nice to know. Makes it a little bit more realistic instead of having those pesky sort of like arm joints or knee joints. And now check out the legs. That's as far as they go out. He is able to go into a same position and they go back pretty far. And then real quick right here, you can see I love the knee joints on the figure. Like I had mentioned before, there's, pinless joints, but I like how when he's in like his regular stance or position, it's covering that joint with the pant leg. So see, it's exposed, then he clamps it, and it's back to normal. So that's really nice. I like that kind of look. And lastly, looking at his brown boots right here, they are very, round and they come in really nice, sort of like light tone. Um, but unfortunately, there is no way to move like the toe area around like we've seen before. There is a nice swivel though, so you get some pretty nice sort of like action poses or stances for him. And now going over some of the accessories comes with, we'll go over the item block or mystery block. Looking at the mystery block, it's just like it came out of the video game. It's very accurate to what we've seen, and I love it so much. It is a really cool accessory to have, and yeah, you get the mystery, sort of like little logos right here, this flat surface on top, and then this peg for the bottom. And what's the mystery block without? It's items right here. The first item we have is the gold coin. And as you can see, it is very reflective. You can see my camera right there. But yeah, it looks amazing. Has this beautiful golden shine to it. Nothing too crazy other than this peg on the bottom. And the other item he comes with is the super mushroom. And as you can see, again, looks very accurate to what we've seen in the video games. So it has that little face on the bottom, and then it comes to this big mushroom on top. Up next, we have the coin joint. It's this little stand that it comes with, and it is known as the coin joint, as it shows on the little instruction manual it comes with. Very cool. It's just like this flat, clear plastic stand, and basically, like it says in the name, you attach that peg right here on the bottom, and there you go. Now the coin can stand up. And then they advertise that it can also be on top of the mystery block, so it works really well, especially if you're making a scene. Up next, he comes with a pair of hands. It's a wider pair of hands that you can interchange with him. To change out the hand, it's pretty much the same way with all the other figures. You want to like shimmy it off of the joint. This one's a little bit easier considering he is like a medium build figure. Then you're going to attach it onto the peg, and there you go. You can have him like kind of like waving or things like that. These open faced hands have like little pegs, so I'm guessing later on, like they advertise, you can sort of like have him holding certain items, kind of like the green shell right there. So I'm sure later on in the future, when they come out with more accessories, he'll be able to hold on to them. Up next, we'll take a look at the arm joint. Basically, it's a small little piece that goes on his back, which I'll show you guys in a bit. So on Mario's backside, I totally forgot to feature this until right now, but it fits in the video, so I'll leave it here. But anyway, he does have like this little notch right here. So what you're gonna do is remove this back plate, revealing some pegs and also some of the other joints. But besides that, you're going to attach that arm joint that we were talking about. Make sure it's firmly pressed against his back, just as so. And this is for the last accessory, which is the Mario stand and arm. Taking a look at the Mario stand, of course, it is in this bright red, and it has this huge Mario sort of like emblem right here. Here's the back featuring the Bandai Spirits little print and the Nintendo copyright print. It's kind of like a Figma stand if you're not familiar with it. And then, of course, you do get that clear arm, which you can place right here on this bottom piece. Goes in perfectly, and you can do all types of different poses, which we'll be featuring in a bit. So with this smaller piece, you're going to connect it to his back. And check this out. We're going to make him do like the Super Mario pose, like a jump. Look at that. That is so cool. This gives a whole nother idea of, bringing this character to life in any type of display that you want. And this is really cool. I really like this sort of accessory. And now, as an overview of the figure, he has to be a 10 out of 10. This is a great figure to add to any type of collection. I know for the diehard Nintendo fans out there, just like I am, you guys are definitely going to want him in any type of collection, whether it be, a display or something for a diorama scene. This is the perfect Nintendo gift for any type of fan. And the price for him is just as good as the figure. I believe at Walmart he was going for about $37, but for getting a high quality figurine and all these really top tier accessories, that is worth every cent. But yeah, the Super Mario figure is probably one of my favorites so far down the line, and especially for any type of Mario fan, like I keep on saying, this is a great gift idea or just something to add to your collection. But yeah, overall, this is a really fun video to make, and for it landing perfectly with Mario Day, what better way to have this video featured than this day? But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram, and I'll catch you all later.